Muito bem, vamos começar Alan Wake 2. Ganharam vários prêmios, eu tô muito ansioso, só que eu tava viciado em Baldur's Gate, então acabei atrasando um pouquinho, mas enfim. Cosméticos? Ah, ok, deve ser... Deve ser com pacote especial, alguma coisa assim. Mas vamos lá. Difícil, né? Oi, Honey. Começando agora. Tá me ouvindo bem, né? Inferno chama-se esquiva.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Nem começou e eu já tô arrepiado. Pera, eu vou controlar esse caminho. Peladão? Ok. Muitos nudes. Ó a bundinha. Bundinha. Me ajuda, gente. Obviamente eu tô mal de alguma forma. Eita. Tenho a impressão que eu não vou dormir bem essa noite. O que foi isso? Oh, shit. Alguma coisa correu pra aí, mano. Não entra aí, não. Shift para correr. Tadinho, o cara nem consegue andar direito, eu tô fazendo ele correr. Oh. Ok. Tá, tudo bem, vamos entrar mais na floresta à noite. Acho que assim você vai Pobre homem da bundinha. Alan Wake. Já vou ajustar o som aqui, não deu tempo de diminuir ainda. Até só apertar o ESC. É que eu não quero pular o negócio também. Vou esperar entrar no jogo.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map. Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
You're the one who wanted to switch.
I think I hear someone.
Cookie crumbles. Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that,
When are those damn feds gonna show up, Mulligan?
Federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, cried Thornton. But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Explicando bem.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Ok. Como eu faço isso? Ah, vamos
I
seguir
need to
então.
think through the facts of the case.
Ah, ok.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique.
Cara, eu conheço a
To sift
atriz.
through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Muito Sherlock. Quadro de casos é uma técnica mental que permite que Saga analise pistas e avance na investigação. Ok. Ah. Azul. Percursor. Agora você pode explorar livremente. Obrigado. Todas as vítimas dadas como desaparecidas em 2010. Sem outros pontos em comum. Dentista, professora, lojista. Ok. Métodos de matar. Diferença. Essa é a única coisa em comum. Posição post-mortem na água. Lavagem post-mortem. Parte de açougue. Ok. F. Oh, uma coisa que eu vou juntar. Legal. E. Mapa por descobrir. Ok? Isso vai rolar uma investigação mesmo, então.
I see you're already hard at work,
Oh.
Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene. Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled.
Corre. Corre.
I don't want to slow
Corre.
you down.
Are you thinking of retiring?
Você tá slowing me down.
You know what
Literalmente.
happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson.
Eu já entendi, gente, que eu posso abrir o mapa. Por favor, some da minha tela. Obrigado.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
F. Ok. Mirror P.
Fucking nature. Gives me a
Yes, sir.
headache.
Natureza
Too much
complicada.
sky.
Eu estaria preocupado com os insetos, na verdade.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Você desbloqueou sua primeira imagem principal. Você pode colocá-la no quadro de casos dentro do lugar mental. Ela tem tipo uma memória, é isso? Você permite que essa veja pistas ativas. Ok.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Imagem do assassinato não é muito bonita. Bom, não, né? Uma imagem principal colocada vai gerar uma nova pergunta. Ah, interessante. Preciso ver se tem ligação com os assassinatos. Você vai ver as metas no quadro de casos nos seus objetivos. Investiga a cena do crime. Faz sentido.
Incise stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Ok.
The killer left the heart right next to the body.
Pegar? Escrito pegar.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
Ah, então.
Nah.
Ah, eu tenho que arrastar na pergunta. Ok.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
4 murders. As pistas solucionaram a pergunta aberta desbloquearam uma dedução. Conforme você avançar na investigação, novas perguntas serão desbloqueadas, atualizando seus objetivos. Ok. Descubra mais sobre a vítima, descubra mais sobre o assassinato.
Who
É
is
muito
our
Sherlock
victim?
Holmes isso.
Who killed him? Need to find more clues.
Visitas ao lugar mental não pausam o jogo? Mas eu tô tentando lembrar de alguma coisa. Por que você não pausa o jogo?
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
Ou killers.
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Estranho esse pegar. Tipo, eu não tô pegando o negócio.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
Ok.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers.
Oh, yes.
Quite the party.
Para depois. É engraçado que ela marca. Ok.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale.
Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms.
Nossa, você é um
Oh,
gênio.
and
Só porque eu sou
sisters.
FBI? Será que eu conheço ele? Bom, então eu posso entrar. Certo? E aí... Teve notícia há 13 anos, por que aparecer agora? Ok.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
O que aconteceu após
So what
esse
happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Cara, o outro jogo não é de 2010, não, né?
I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
Preciso pensar, me dá um tempo. Dedução.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Ok. Por isso que tá escrito para depois.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Ok. Usando a intuição, Saga pode analisar o perfil de pessoas relevantes para descobrir pistas novas.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Como você sabe disso?
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Like the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Recipiente. Ok. É isso? Que sim. Consigo sentir que Nightingale veio do lago, mas por que agora, depois de 13 anos onde ele esteve? Sentimento incrível esse.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Espera aí, sim.
This one of your hunches, Anderson?
Ué.
Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction.
Não é hunch, é sentimento.
Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly noon. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, Dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers.
Nossa,
The
o
job is
calor não tá
unfinished.
fácil.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't
Yes.
figured that part out yet.
Well,
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
I didn't know trees got that big.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
Apareceu uma
A page
rocha no
full of
lugar onde ele
text on one
passou.
side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us.
Ah, que luva.
The victim was one of their
FBI não
own.
usa lupa. Não usa
FBI
luva.
Special Agent Robert
Isso é pro
Nightingale.
CSI.
And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
Reading
the
the
words.
words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not
Tô
accept?
falando com ela.
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Era alguma coisa de que o Alan escrevia história, alguma coisa assim? Eu não lembro do primeiro jogo, eu não lembro de absolutamente nada. Eu só lembro que era tenso. Vítima era um dos seus, agente especial FBI Robert Nightingale. Nascido neste local 13 anos atrás, agora ele aparecerá de repente, mas foi assassinado em um ritual brutal e sangrento no mesmo dia da chegada deles. E lá estava esta página, a primeira página que tinham encontrado, não a última. O primeiro passo rumo a profundezas aterrorizantes, verdades secretas tremulando sob o limiar. Ler as palavras, estas palavras, parecia uma mensagem, era uma mensagem. Alguém sabia que eles estavam aqui, o que estavam fazendo. Alguém jogava um jogo com eles, enganando-os. Um convite, como poderiam recusar? A enorme ousadia desse mistério impossível apresentada a eles, mesmo que soubessem que acabariam se machucando. Tem mais no perfil? Tem.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these
Vai,
events.
sentimento forte de novo.
What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Ai, lá vamos nós abrir peito de morto, claro. Por que não? Tamo aqui. Somos FBI, não temos luva. Vamos lá. Vem, carinha, que eu esqueci o nome. Vamos lá abrir o peito. Se empacar ou não souber como avançar, não se esqueça de conferir seu lugar mental. Eu não consigo fazer nada sem o lugar mental, eu já entendi isso. Não, é seguir reto aqui.
Hey,
Ai,
you made it back.
isso não vai ser
Good.
bonito.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. crazy flooding down
Deixa eu...
there, huh?
Cala a
Just
boca,
like I
mano.
said.
Eu tenho que falar com ele primeiro? Não? Ué? Deve ter que fazer alguma coisa aqui ainda. Ah,
Found all I
ok.
can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find
Agora
inside.
sim. Autópsia on-field. Por que não?
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Ufa, não vamos fazer isso aqui, ainda bem.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thank you.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Cafezinho. Enter. Achei muito prático ter que tirar a mão do mouse para apertar Enter,
Seems
mas
like a nice
enfim.
town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Policiais incompetentes é praticamente um clichê de jogo. Na verdade, não só de jogo.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Gente sendo morta em coisas ritualísticas. Vamos fazer um hike. Por que não? Alô? Opa.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner. I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Eu não acho que ela vai estar muito... Ela vai estar animada por muito tempo.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Eu tô muito irritado que ela tá com essa lanterna. Eu queria muito guardar essa lanterna. Eu consigo guardar a lanterna? Lanterna. Moça, tá claro, guarda a lanterna. O que é F? Ah, guardei, beleza. Onde eu tenho que ir? Interroga as testemunhas na lanchonete. Este é o hotel, certo? Ah, aqui, uma.
Just how much coffee have you had today?
Usada, delegacia, lanchonete.
Not enough. That's all right. Never enough coffee. Oh, that rich, bittersweet nectar. Get it at Coffee World. Get it where you can. Get it now.
Jesus.
É.
Oh dear. Cute.
Eu não tô nem aí, eu ando no meio da rua mesmo.
Let me guess. The FBI.
Será?
Welcome to Bright Falls. It's
Com
nice to
essas
have you here.
jaquetas, você acha
I
que eu
got
sou
you both some
FBI?
coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fast off.
Quem fala?
I guess. Missing person cases spiked around 20.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
Quem contaram o que viram?
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
Bom, quer dizer que ela não precisava ter sentido que o cara saiu do lago. Eles falariam pra ela. Ok?
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree."
Então é um culto mesmo.
Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
Ok. Casos anteriores. Vários agressores com máscara de servo. Acho que isso é depois, não?
Profiling is the key.
Profiling is the key. Ah, vamos sentir de novo.
The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
Essa é uma bruxona
The
mesmo,
Bookers
hein?
were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth.
Ok. Posso ir... Ah, eu posso ir daqui já.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing, Tammy.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear Fez.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me. I don't think I do.
The plot
And
thickens.
what horrible thing happened to my baby girl? She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember. How do you know I have a daughter? Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time. No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
Ela falou seu nome.
If you say so.
Mas tipo, a gente acabou de falar com a filha no telefone. Creepy.
Good to see you.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Well, this
Vamos
is
lá,
the Bright
xerife.
Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Ela é policial, investigadora, bruxa e sabe fazer necrópsia.
I can't say I feel the same.
Que mulher.
He's joking. Okay. Let's take a look at our patient.
Let's
I'll
take a
start with the
look.
external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
Uh-huh. They did leave something inside his chest. Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Oh.
No. Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. Doesn't add up. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Você não abriu ainda? Luva? 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 No?
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
Nossa! Conhece esse ator também. Oi?
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Show me the liquor.
E do nada virou The Walking Dead.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon.
Claro que não tem
Said to
arma.
get into the light.
Tente ficar na luz para os inimigos não detectarem você. Mas disso eu lembro.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Refúgios vão restaurar parte da sua saúde. Se você sair ou atacar um refúgio durante o combate, ele ficará indisponível temporariamente.
Go! Vanished.
Oh. Ok. Onde foi o xerife?
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale. Into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Talvez Saga estava de volta a Cauldron Lake. Ele estava lá também, Nightingale. Era, mas não era. Possuído, uma criatura da escuridão. Ele estava além do alcance dela, onde uma outra realidade estranha, o lugar obscuro, se fundia com a nossa. Esse lugar e o lugar obscuro, uma lona jogada por cima, afogando tudo sob ela. Uma inundação de escuridão, encharcando tudo, estragando, apodrecendo. A página chamava essa área de justaposição. Saga tinha que perseguir Nightingale na justaposição. Encontrar um caminho seria difícil. Exigia passos precisos, um ritual. Saga aprenderia. Deter o monstro, o trabalho dela. Antes que ele matasse de novo, ele estaria lá dentro, esperando-a. Que jeito estranho de escrever. Rádio? Ah, deve ser a música que tocou agora há pouco. Ok. Fomos
There's
atacados
no
por um homem
rational
morto.
explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose.
Vocês aceitaram isso muito de boa, né?
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve. The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
De novo, eles aceitaram isso numa boa. Ok.
That's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
They're a fine pair.
My client has been held here long.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous.
Are you gonna let me speak to them or
We
not?
need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have.
Someone will be right with you.
Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah,
Pera,
Agent Casey
alguém
here.
vai de
Yeah.
fato chamar
We need
reforço?
backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
Tu tá bem, moça? Moça? Acho que não.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get it.
Cauldron Lake.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
O coração.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules.
Whoa.
I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case.
Então você já viu que o monstro não consegue te ver na luz, mas você resolve ir pro centro de tudo à noite.
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted areas.
Hello.
Don't do it.
Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods.
Fantastic to
He's in
meet
town
you.
on important government business, fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous sweater, Saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for
O
me
pessoal é
and my
muito
brother.
intuitivo nesse jogo. Falou.
Watery, my hometown, was founded by
Eles
Finnish
sentem
immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Ulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't gnaw right through a garbage can.
That's all I've got for the moment.
What the hell is this?
What'd you find there, Stephen?
Let's get to the murder site, Casey. A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting? disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
After we find Nightingale, what then? I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else. Monsters? Overlaps? Rituals? What do you make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around, learn what this ritual is. We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
Claro, tem monstros por aí, vamos nos separar. Toda lógica... Todo jogo de terror tem essa lógica, por algum motivo.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here? I can feel something. A presence. I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's Ladle?
É, senhor. Não é mistério nenhum o fato de o nome Cauldron Lake ser inspirado no formato de caldeirão. Existem muitas histórias misteriosas sobre o lago, de que ele seria uma passagem obscura só para o submundo, ou de que teria sido o caldeirão de uma bruxa. Reza a lenda que, quando os sentimentos de um xerife local não foram correspondidos, ele acusou a mulher em questão de tê-la enfeitiçado. Ela foi afogada, mas deixou cair uma concha de cozinha que cresceu e virou uma árvore estranha, chamada Witch's Ladle. A mulher voltou para se vingar de seus transgressores. Se não era uma bruxa antes, agora era. Ela matou o xerife, afogando-o no lago, depois arrancou o coração dele e trancou-o dentro de uma caixa. Com o coração, ela o invocaria do lago, para ele se vingar em nome dela. Pelo menos a lenda é essa.
What is that? Seems like it's reacting to the light. These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it. My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was covering another page.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap. Is Witch's Ladle the doorway into the overlap? If so, that's where I'll find Nightingale. Light is the key. To stay safe. But for something more to be revealed as well. We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting. I need to find the witch's hut. I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Casos de fundo acumulam pistas sobre assuntos mais abrangentes em andamento.
Nope. Think, Saga.
Ah, não era de cima, era de baixo. Era da esquerda. Ok. Encontre a Witch's Hut. Isso daqui. apareceu um inimigo aqui, certo? Não? Isso não é um bom sinal.
This is the witch's hut.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
Brava bruxa de Cauldron Lake. Cuidado, talvez o espírito dela ainda assombre este lugar.
The page described the hut being lit and mentioned a fuse. The fuse box is missing a fuse. I need to find one to turn on the lights.
Find a fuse. Onde eu acharia um fuse? No mercado? E o meu amiguinho vai morrer, né? Pô. Alguma dúvida que ele vai morrer? Segunda, vimos alguma atividade suspeita. O homem de campo achou ter visto algo se mexer nos arbustos. Encontramos pegadas no entorno, mas algumas foram estragadas pelo homem do campo. Nota pessoal, treinar o homem de campo. Terça, 4 de setembro, nada a relatar. Alguns animais comuns. Parte, 5 de setembro, caçadores saíram depois de escurecer. Ilegais? Houve tiros, não eram nossos. É preciso ficar de olho nessas pessoas, podem achar mais do que pretendiam. Mais do que... Tô errado. Possível? Não? Outro ponto de interesse aqui. Tô entendendo. Onde eu tô indo aqui? Chalés de aluguel. Uma delegacia, já que tá com aquele X estranho. Pra onde é o caminho? Ah, ali não dá pra passar. Eu volto pra cá mesmo. Amanhecendo já? Ou isso ainda é o pôr do sol? Pera, esse daqui é aquele... É aquele lugar lá. Que os caras estavam arrumando negócio de pesquisa. Eu fui tipo pra cá. Aqui é a cena do crime, certo?
nice talking to you, too.
House Lake. Que é isso?
Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing. A locked box. Is that the cult of the tree symbol on it?
Lavar as mãos, tirar frango da geladeira, tirar soneca. Oi?
A creepy twig sculpture?
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Que sirva de aviso. Demais invasores. Dizem que o lago é uma caldeira, algo formado por uma erupção vulcânica ou as cavidades que ela produz. Mas e se não for verdade? E se for outra coisa, algo menos natural e muito mais criado pela humanidade, intencional? Eu acho que o lago não foi formado, foi projetado, e que tem um propósito. O lago é um esconderijo. Sob a superfície tranquila repousa uma máquina secreta pronta para ser ativada com um botão. E as pessoas com esse botão, elas estão naquele casarão perto do lago, preparando-se, eu sei. Primeiro desenho, linha de água. Caldeira real feita de um vulcão, lava. Segundo desenho, linha de água. Estrutura projetada, máquinas estranhas. Linha de água, caldeirão, lava. Gramado. Parece ser importante. O que corresponde ao quê? Ah, entendi. Lavar as mãos, tirar o frango da geladeira, tirar soneca. Triângulo para cima, triângulo para baixo. Triângulo para cima, triângulo para baixo, lado a lado. Este é tipo um hourglass. E aqui era tipo isso. Ou era isso? Ah, sim.
Notes and ammo. Looks like they're tools of the trade.
Não pegue nada se você não for uma das árvores. Bom, eu não sou, mas enfim. Eu não vou ler isso.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective.
Você pode usar os fragmentos de manuscrito para aprimorar armas no lugar mental. Como?
He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Ah, precisa de uma quantidade, ok. Tem que ter alguma coisa nesse mercado que eu perdi, não é possível.
These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more. Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message? That's not right.
Muito um clima de que tem alguma coisa aqui. Putz, tem tempo de bateria? Se o sol se pondo, né? Ainda. Era aquela placa só.
This fuse is busted.
Eu não fui no lugar mais óbvio, né? Sexta-feira, Midge me falou que hoje a família dela está de mudança. Que chato, eu ainda nem falei que gosto dela, de que adianta agora? Ela disse que os pais querem achar emprego melhor e botaram numa escola melhor da cidade grande. Acho que faz sentido. Quem quer ficar na merda de Bright Falls? Domingo, falei pra ela. Ela disse obrigada, quero morrer. Segunda, dei uma escapulida ontem à noite de novo. Fui até a casa grande perto do lago, em vez de ficar só olhando daqui, como eu sempre faço. Em vez de ficar à toa, como eu sempre fico. Dane-se, enfim. Está acontecendo alguma coisa esquisita lá, vou descobrir o que é. Volto lá amanhã com equipamentos melhores. Aposto que consigo dar um jeito de entrar na construção, tirar umas fotos. Vai ser épico. Nunca mais foi visto.
This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
Alan está tomando conta de nós. Alan! Alan! Sala de descanso é um lugar onde você pode salvar seu progresso.
Another page. Making
the image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual.
Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue. Where is it now? To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign.
Ah, claro.
I need Nightingale's
Quem
heart
nunca?
to get to the overlap. Where is it?
Cultist leaned close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more. Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
While they played cards in the general store, the witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge.
Ok.
I need to check the general store for the heart.
Eles são boas demais. Muito bem, acho que é boa hora de parar. Vem aqui. Vamos. Vou lá de novo. Eu tô há 2 horas jogando, acho que eu vou dar uma pausa e volto depois. Valeu, gente. Até a próxima.